I'm the one sending that lightning down. And I'm really, really happy because bullseye. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now, this is a reading for Virgo Sun, Taurus Moon or Rising. Now, my readings have a past and a present, so if they don't fit, don't try and make it fit. Still, it is a general reading, as general as you get, being as specific with Virgo Sun, Taurus Moon or Rising. So if it doesn't fit, watch your other moon or rising sign, watch your monthlies, there's other readers on YouTube on YouTube that are well worth a look. However, with one of my readings, like I say, it's a general reading. Roles can be reversed, time's not absolute. Hopefully it will be relevant for you when you see it, or it will be something to bear in mind for... But come to my reading with a question. Pause the video if you have to. Spend a moment just being aware of all the questions that are around you. Focus on one of them. Be aware of all of them. The cards will answer what they want. But focus on one of them because energy in, energy out. Right. Assuming that you've done that, let me bring up the cards. And I'll just show you through my spread while hopefully the computer still works for me. We have a relevant past. We have these 6 piles here, there's one under there, are the present. A potential future to grab or to avoid. Straight out of the Celtic cross, so how you're feeling, how other people are feeling and affecting you, hopes and fears, a final outcome. And these 4 cards along the bottom are astrological trends, energies, lessons that you're going to pass through. And you can see I put some guidance cards on the very top, a pile of oracle cards, and one that flipped over during the reading. So, and assuming that I do this right, in a moment, you will see my shuffle video appear here. So, we have, for the 1 card I asked for to define the energy of your reading, 2 cards. Page of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. There's a decision that you are making. There's an idea that you are playing with that, if you go for it, is going to bring you fortune and security. 10 of Pentacles, we know it's a nice family security card. It's one where you have everything that you need to carry on with your life. Now, if that doesn't answer your question straight off, because I think immediately the answer here is go for it, especially if this decision that you're trying to work on, do I do this, do I do that, go for the one that is making a difference. Go for the idea or the plan where you are assisting others as well as yourself. Because it's as if you've really got cheesed off with the options that have been on offer recently. Yeah, you've managed to forge a lovely life for yourself, but tending it to a point became a little boring, a little unfulfilling. The Queen of Pentacles here, her pentacle is a drum that she is banging, but I'm getting the distinct impression that she's banging the drum more out of boredom than out of any sacred drumming ceremony or anything like that. The rabbit in the background looks actually vaguely sinister, but it also looks bored and disinterested, and I am immediately brought to the thought of the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, it's time to move on. It's time to experience something different. Backed up by the 8 of Cups, which is you walking away from stuff that had meaning for you beforehand, but now not so much. Now, I don't feel bad about this. I don't feel that whoever is walking away from these cups isn't going to come back to them. But they need to go somewhere different. They need to do this climb. They need to follow their intuition with the moon there to try something different, try something new, to bring something new into their life, where the happiest card of the deck, the sun. Wisdom, enlightenment, harmony by the harp is coming for you. And also with the harp, I'm also made to think of angels and the angelic choirs and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, you're being guided to make a choice at the moment, and that is backed up by the bottom of the decks. We have Page of Cups, you're considering an idea. Knight of Swords, it's actually time to act. Although this Knight of Swords looks a little bit chilly, but he's sitting on his ideas that aren't moving yet, but they're going to be. Three of Love from the Cathar Tarot, which equates to the Three of Cups. It's this person is leaving their homestead to come back to it because they know that there's plenty of love there, but they're leaving to look elsewhere. I'm not getting a third party thing from that. I am not getting a go and play away from home and then come back again. I just want to make that clear because I know what the connotations of the Three of Cups can be. Ace of Wands, which is not shifting us off that connotation at all, but time to act, time to move forward. There's an end to some form of torment, some form of I don't want to say torment, I want to say irritation, but it is ideas on this card that's carrying you away, and you will be coming into your power, balancing various different forces in your life. So where you are at the moment, yeah, you've got a great idea and you're feeling emotionally stable to go ahead with it, but you are aware that it's quite a lot of work, that takes quite a lot of wisdom and learning. You're wondering if you've got enough help for it, and I don't think that you are aware that, yeah, there are folk around you that will assist you with this. Not that you need that much assistance by the looks of these cards, but luck is about to turn in your way, even though it's a scary dragon. The weird thing is, this is out of the Alchemy Tarot. I feel better about the dragon than I do about the sorceress he appears to be fighting with. You know, so do the scary thing. Go for the scary thing. Look, he's going to come your way. That scary option looks like it's already on your doorstep right now. So you should know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, the reading's probably not for you. But give me a few more minutes, assuming the computer holds out. Yes, you are being led by your intuition. You are being called to look within and shine your own light. More options are coming to you. It's time to start moving. Now, admittedly, you might not know initially the precise direction that you're going to be moving into, but you know the vague direction. And I think that you'll be able to zero in more the more you go down this path. Yeah, because it's all about learning and having faith. Whatever this is, you can do it. Oh yeah, you can do it. It's the right and honourable thing to do, and you have all the foundations that you need to go for it. And there's a lot of court cards here. Five of Shields, there's somebody assisting you. So this look, also on the tail of it, someone else is coming in to assist you to make sure that you have all the material, I don't want to say goods, resources that you require to go ahead on this new path. There's stable people around you, and the dream does keep maturing. You're being seen as a Queen of Wands, so there's that wonderful professional, capable, able to juggle, but doesn't need to juggle because they're that good at it that it's not juggling. That's one thing that's really brought home to me. And there's treasures that you have access to that will support you in this. Simple as that. That whatever this path is, I think I've probably already given you your answer, even though you may have to wait. commitment is around you. So somebody is, like I said, there's somebody here to help, and they will remain committed. I get the impression of more than one person here. Once you make the decision to go on this, something is going to fall away. Something is going to crumble around, away from you. But it's something that you are not necessarily needing. You'll be good. It will be a good thing that you will have cut it away. Like I say, the dream is maturing and evolving all the time more. And very soon is the time to start the plans, because if you have good plans, victory is pretty much assured. Don't be dissuaded by too many obstacles, too many options, sorry. However, there are treasures that you don't know that you have, as was brought up in this pile, that will assist you in this, and they will slowly be revealed. As long as you are not stressing about the choices that you have to make, or this new path that you... The Lover's card could be a relationship thing. This feels more like a life direction. It feels like something that's going to affect lots and lots of people. There is the primary effect on you and yours, you know, the people who join with you on this new path forward, this new dream. But there's a secondary effect that by you doing this dream, you are affecting a lot of people. That could be a business, that could be a charity, that could be a soup kitchen, a support helpline, a shop, a cafe that brings its own community, provides a home for a certain community that could be uncatered for in your area. But there's the primary effects on you, and then the secondary effects on more people beyond that. You, how to read that in this light? 8 of Roses. Yeah, it's work, and it's work that you enjoy. It's good, honest labour. That's one thing that I want to say with that. Good, honest labour. You've got some learning to do at the moment, but it's good, honest labour. Before I go into the recent past, because this idea has been brought to you... Okay, not before I go into the recent past. This idea has been brought to you quite recently, as you've seen somebody else do this, and you've gone, yeah, that's what I want to do. So maybe it's someone that you've seen quite some distance away. So whether it's on TV, or you've seen it when you was on holiday or traveling, or you've heard about it through the grapevine, it's a distance away that's made you go, yeah, I can do that, and I can do it my way. I don't want to say better, I want to say equally, because you're quite impressed with whatever it was that you saw. There's 7 of Wands in this card. It's quite victorious. It's not defensive. You already know of some of the support that you have around you, and it is going to evolve you, and it is breaking some chains that have been holding you down for a while, and it is making you listen to your intuition. So if you've got this far in the reading, you already know what I'm talking about. Okay, you already know. You've recently gone through a period of time where you're not standing any nonsense, while you've been pulling your material resources together and shaping up this dream. But like I said, you thought you had it all sorted, but no, you've got the first direction sorted. It's going to evolve, and that's fine. It should do. But the determination, the fascination that you were holding for this should already have told you, yeah, this is a good thing. Commit to this. All those cards are saying the same thing. So what is steering your... For you to have asked this question, there has to have been a hesitation. I can't see the hesitation in the cards here. What has... when you've done something like this in the past, even though that you had support, you were doing it on your own, and people who said they were going to help you didn't. And it ended up causing quite a bit of conflict, something that you then put the whole thing down like a I'm getting all my metaphors mixed up because I was going to say you jumped off it like a cat off a hot tin roof. That will do. I had the hot bit in it. You jumped it like a hot brick. Since then, I say gargling, sorry. Since then, okay, luck hasn't been so great for you for a while, so you've probably learned not to trust luck, and it's almost like you regretted stepping away from this previous idea as much as you regretted doing this previous idea because of the trouble that it caused. It's like you was constantly fighting a battle where two Knights of Swords, things kept moving fast and you were constantly being brought to conflict, but then everything quietened down. Then you had somebody support you. You had somebody where you could share a dream with, although I'm not seeing that there's a Two of Cups here, but I'm not seeing that that cup is actually full of anything. So what I'm feeling that is that you stepped away from a previous idea that made you feel like this because it all went, I don't want to say horribly wrong. It went a bit wrong and it caused too much hassle. And in the end, you just went, oh, stuff it. I've had enough of this. And then you ended up with the commitment of somebody around you that made you think, well, do I really want to take up another one of these ideas? Because look at the trouble it caused last time. Yeah, of course. I did mention there's a little bit of trouble coming. It's worth it. It really is worth it. Because where you are at the moment has been a form of wish fulfillment that has set you up on here. You wanted, deep down, emotionally, you wanted this fresh dream to come around, and it has been coming around for you. Yeah, it's been tested, but you've been quite okay with the testing that's occurred. 2 8 of 1 cards, things have started picking up the pace. Changes have happened, which have opened the doors for you to go into this new idea. I was saying, follow your intuition. Your intuition has been screaming this for a while. It's time to move. It's time to make the plans. Everything that you need is around for you. Time to move, time to make the plans. Same cards again. The more you step on this, the more things are going to work to your advantage. And we've already done that pile. So let's have a look at the potential future. 8 of Coins, the Lovers again, the Magician, Ace of Cups, These are really, really, really good cards. Keep following your intuition and keep working hard at it. This is a weird thing. There is sanctuary in this choice. Not that I'm feeling that there's any particular threat or anything, but there is a feeling of coming home, a feeling of, again, I was saying you were helping others, weren't you? There's a feeling of you protecting in this, but you're definitely exhibiting your power. It's a dream worth following. And yeah, it's a lot of hard work. So 2 8 of Pentacles in that pile. Because all these old arguments and the recent ones that this causes, you soon lay them to rest. So we've got the High Priestess twice. So yes, keep following with your intuition. And okay, this is weird. This is a Tower card, but it's almost like you're safe in your tower while someone else's tower is getting destroyed, and you come into power through that. You are creating a tower moment for something, and that's a good thing. You are bringing something crumbling to the ground. You know how I was saying that there's loads of stuff that you'll be getting rid of? that becomes a deliberate thing. That might be good. For instance, if you're doing a charity and you're fighting poverty, to bring poverty crumbling to the ground is a good thing. So don't be scared by that. It's that Tower card I feel really, really warm with. And with the fact that there's a couple of magicians in those piles, it's almost like I'm the one sending that lightning down. And I'm really, really happy because bullseye. The Last Judgment. You are definitely, you know what I've said about bringing something to rest? You are definitely eradicating a something that has been more of a thorn in your side than what you thought it was. Because I know you feel that at the minute you can't do this all on your own and you are reliant on help, but keep following your intuition because that help is there for you. Illumination is there for you. Stop stressing. Simply stop stressing. Just this path is opening up for you. And I can tell that you're stressing about how it's all went a bit wrong the previous time. Not horribly wrong, just wrong enough to get you cheesed off with it. Just make sure, when I said there's learning to be done right now, make sure you do that learning. Make sure you study the ins and outs of whatever it is that you're wanting to do, because there will be you and one other dedicated to a new cause, because someone else has noticed the fire that this lights in you and you are blossoming, and they're well aware of the work that you can bring forward, and they are going to be sticking with you. Simple as that. They will be sticking with you and assisting you in this because they know that you're going to stick with them. Which might be something that you're finding a little difficult to believe, and you're worried about it's all going to go a little bit wrong again and you're just going to get cheesed off with it. But you are using sound decisions right now. You are you are following your intuition. You will be able to express your power, become the emperor in this situation, because you're the leading light here. Well, obviously it's your reading, but you know what I mean. It's not that you're following somebody else. It's that you are setting this whole project, whatever it is, this whole new direction into motion. And you will be just getting rid of all of those day-to-day dreams that people, you know, the shoulds and the you ought tos, all of those where really your deep down attitude is, I don't see that they're important. I don't see that they're relevant. I don't see why I should be spending my time on this when I've got more important things to do. So yeah, everything seems a little upside down at the moment, but wisdom is coming to you. Okay, your life is changing. Your life is changing quite dramatically, and you have the ability to deal with this now. It is a whole new beginning for you. The world is working in your way, and yeah, there's something that's falling away that makes you go, "Oh, did I really want to do that?" But the answer in the long term is yes. Yes, you did. Yes, you really, really, really did. So whatever this new project, new direction, I don't think it's a new relationship, to be honest. I mean, there was hints of third party, you having the option to play away from home. And I don't think it's about that. I think it's more a cafe, a charity, as something where you are affecting other people. But there's a lot of people, there's a small core of people that are affected dramatically because you're the people doing it, led by you. And then there's a secondary ring of people who are affected for the better by what it is that you do. So let's just have a look at what the oracle cards say. Right. A quick flick through these. Okay, so okay, interesting here. Workaholic. That's something that you are going to have to be for a little while to really focus in on this. The angel of wisdom. Wisdom comes from the depths of my experience. You saw where things went wrong last time, so now you can avoid that because you know what those pitfalls are. And that was the whole point of the previous experience. A new start is coming, as long as you act with acceptance. Yes, it affects your history. Yes, it affects the maybe the leftovers from that previous project, but also I think it's going to affect some family stuff as well. But it's family stuff that you want to put in a box and leave out for the dustbin then. Do you know what I mean? You are getting a rest or a respite from hassles that you didn't need by following the path that you can see set out for yourself. You simply need to surrender to that path. Ixchel, medicine woman, you are a channel for divine healing power. See what I was saying about that secondary band of people around you that are affected by what you're doing, but you are being seen as the leading light in this, and people are coming around to assist you. You simply have to focus your intention on what it is. And it's interesting that this card is Diana as well. The quote on it: think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. Diana was a hunter. She has the magic nature world element to her, the moon, but she's a hunter. She sets her sights on something, and that's what she goes for. And she hunts fairly. If you look at the legend of her and Orion just wanted to kill things. So she hunts fairly. This will give you tools to mend a broken heart, which again is going back to all this stuff that happened before, where, like I said, it was a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, because you walked away because it was fed up. You were fed up with it, but you was also really annoyed that you walked away because it was something that you had wanted to carry forward. This is a second chance, and this one's better. And the first one was there to let you know about the pitfalls that were occurring. The world is working in your favor. This is a time for magic. I think I mentioned a bit of divine guidance somewhere. Oh yeah, it was the angels and the harps, wasn't it? I mentioned a bit of divine guidance earlier, of bringing harmony into your life. I don't feel you've had the divine guidance. The divine guidance has been and gone. The divine has gone, go on, that way, go on. And now they've put you there to see what you do. And what you need to do is forge ahead, forward with this whole new plan, this whole new direction that I keep saying whole new in the act of doing. It's not whole new in here, and it's not whole new in here. Your intuition has been screaming at you, this is where you want to go, for quite some recent time now. Okay, so if that means anything for you, please do comment down below. Please press, get my teeth in. Please press subscribe while you're there, because hey, I'm a new channel, it helps. In the meantime, there will be more of these readings and more of all sorts of readings. So keep an eye on my channel. See you soon. Go for it. That's the only thing I've got to say is go for it. It's about time. Cheers.